Hi there, this is Jim Blevins and my lovely wife Anne Marie.
Hi everybody.
Now about a month and a half ago we did a video about our vacation that we were taking to New York, rural New York, and we promised that we were going to come back and tell you how our LiveGood products did. So here we are.
Here we are, folks.
12 hours on the road there, 12 and a half on the way back.
I think we took a little bit longer on the way back. We were pooped.
We had a purpose. We had a wedding to go to, but we had like an extra day we planned in there to do a little sightseeing, but it was rough.
It was a lot of miles in a short
I was
amount.
tired. I was tired.
Me too.
Thank God for these products. They did make a difference. I can tell you they did make a difference.
They did. So those of you who may not know, I, at the beginning part of this year, had a total knee replacement on my leg. And I have had a ton of problems traveling prior to having that done and after, because when I'm sitting in a car for a long amount of time, my legs swell up, I get stiff, I get sore, and it's not fun. But
she could hardly travel after her knee surgery. So this was a big victory to get out there and get on the road and go this far. So
it was exciting.
Yep.
And I tell you what made it the most exciting out of all these products, my very, very favorite, I'm going to tell you again, it's the Factor 4. And I know I'm not alone.
She gets nervous. We have to have this in the cupboard, physically in the cupboard with more than one.
I keep a month ahead now because I don't ever want to run out. And here's why. I was able to make that trip. And yes, we were tired. We were worn out. We were sore. But it was the normal tired, worn out, and sore. I can say for the first time in years, I was able to go on a long trip and my legs did not swell up. My feet did not swell up. I have got pictures from a previous trip we took to Vegas where my feet showed the indentation of my high heel shoes like crazy. And people were telling me, you need to go to the ER. You shouldn't be swollen that bad. I couldn't walk on my feet anymore because they were so swollen. I
use that every day too. I still use this and it's very good.
If we get low, we fight over it, but I win.
My first thing, very first day, gotta have this on my wrist, LiveGood Energy and Focus. Now this isn't real strong, but it's enough that I can tell while I'm driving. It says energy. Most people I talk to say focus. You really notice the focus with this product. It's not super strong, it's just right. And by golly, I had that on my wrist taken off out of the driveway here. I knew I had to have that very first day.
Help keeps a clear mind, especially when you're driving long distances and looking for those exits and things like that as you travel. Boy, was that a helpful thing.
Strangers in a strange land. Yes, we had to be on our toes and there were several close calls.
Yes, there was. People
you just know what's going to happen.
Drive crazy nowadays, don't they?
Yes, they do. So, and I know you.
This is one of my favorites as well. Especially when I'm traveling, I don't sleep well. I don't like being in a different bed. I even take my pillow with me because I'm such a stickler. And I still have problems sleeping when I'm not at home. However, I slept like a baby. Actually, I should say teenager, every single night and just was able to wake up good in the next morning. This just really, if I'm struggling at all, I don't do it every night, but if I'm struggling at all to sleep or I'm having a rough patch, this gets me right on track. And I tell you, I slept well, even though that bed was not the best. You know how it is when you travel. So sleep patches were definitely score.
I don't use these every night. Here at home, I don't use these. I used them on the road. It did help. I did get a lot of benefit from it. The reason that I don't use them at home is because I've discovered magnesium. Now, I've been doing supplements for over 20 years. I never realized how much these taken at the right time of the day. Thank you, Dr. Ryan and Lisa and all your information. These will really help your sleep. And these magnesium are my sleep pills. They work wonders.
So basically, my Factor 4 is his magnesium. We don't run out. We always keep extra because boy, oh boy, those are high on the list for him.
Right. Quickly, you don't notice this very D3, K2. You
I
do.
do.
Okay.
Again, I struggle with absorbing vitamin D, even with other supplements that I've taken, other brands. I struggle. My blood tests show I struggle. The blood tests that I've had recently, and I can update you later on this for sure because I do have my annual physical coming up and they will check it. This rocks. I'm telling you, it's bioavailable, it absorbs, and it helps me so much. So we'll do a longer one later on that after I get my blood test results back. But I'm telling you, the vitamin D traveled with us.
This is a known difference between men and women. And we live in Michigan and we know our D3 because we don't get much sunlight here in wintertime. So as a guy, I don't notice it as much, but women are really susceptible to low levels of this stuff right here. So gotta keep it going. I take it because I know I need it. And next on the list, what else did you like on the trip?
To be honest, I used my reds for my water to mix with my water. I don't like to do a lot of soda pop. I like to take my water bottles along, but I don't always want water. So my super reds went into my water bottle, shook it up, and it gave me that wonderful, flavor, gave me that boost, cardiovascular boost and everything. I try to get my reds in every day. This was nice to have along with us. It was easy to mix in my water bottle, so that was nice. However, I wasn't real impressed with the coffee at first, folks. I'm not gonna lie. I told him, I don't know. He's like, well, I really like it. I'm like, the jury's out. However, the longer that I tried it, the more that I used it, I am now hooked. And one thing I don't like to do, I don't know about you, when I travel, I don't want to use somebody else's coffee pot. I don't know how well it's been cleaned. I don't know if somebody's put something through it. I just don't trust them. Those Keurigs hold mold inside of them. I didn't have to worry about that. I just had warm water, coffee. I was able to mix it up. We have our little blender.
Our toy.
Super cheap on Amazon for $10 or under. You can get one of these. It's a frother. Mixes everything up really well. I add my collagen to it as well. That's how I get my collagen in the morning. And we put a little bit of vanilla flavoring in because we add some of the vanilla protein mix in it. Froth it up, good to go. This, I think, was the star of the trip. Other than the Factor 4, because
I discovered this first.
He did. I'm not gonna lie.
And I had the same experience. First time I tried this stuff, I thought, I'm not so sure. Came back a couple days later, tried it, and I said, yeah, this stuff's pretty good. And then like the third or fourth time I tried it, I said, oh, this is my coffee. And confession time, I should have been taking this on the trip, and we were doing all sorts of stuff, and you know how it is, and I drank all this. I should have been taking my Super Reds.
We ran out of coffee by the end of the trip because I didn't bring it all with me.
At home, I would be taking this because everything's laid out, everything's normal. But on the road, man, this loved it. And we could throw this in there too, and that's the ticket right there.
Well, and it helped with my munchies. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a road munchie. Even if I'm not hungry, I want munchies for the road. But with the mushroom coffee, with a little bit of protein added in, I don't get the munchies. It helps me throughout my mornings and well into my afternoon. I don't have, all that snackiness that I used to have. And I've heard this from other people too, that it really helps control their hunger along with being a satisfying coffee in the morning.
It has matcha in it. And that's one of the elements that helps you with hunger control.
It does. And the other thing with that is I've also heard people who absolutely detest coffee like this, guys. Haven't tried it? You need to, even if you don't like coffee, because I think you're gonna get hooked like we did.
And we've got our multivitamins. We take these on a regular basis. I got men's.
I got the women's. Every day without fail. We always have these with us. We always take these.
These are the #1 sellers we found out in all of LiveGood products last month. the vitamins. Of course, you need them. You're supposed to take them.
Well,
You need
where
them.
else are you going to get a bioavailable, great multivitamin, high quality for under $10 a
For
month? I
$8.50.
can't even get that at Walmart, folks. And that's the Walmart junk. This is really good, high quality vitamins, your daily multis, and they're cheap because they don't upcharge like everybody else does. You can't go wrong. I see why it's our #1 selling product.
You know what we forgot?
What did we forget?
The CBD hemp cream.
Yes.
It's on my dresser.
Yes.
That tells you how much we use that doggone CBD hemp cream. It's
That
like
is
every
true.
day. My underside of my knee will cramp up when I'm driving. And that was a lifesaver. And her back, her
And
lower back, she's got to have it for that.
I use it for multitude of things when I'm working out, all sorts of stuff. And I forgot that we even packed it because here's the thing. He's got his bottle, I've got my bottle, and then there's a spare bottle that's usually laying around, but the spare bottle's gone at the moment. And so we're hoarding our bottles away from each other. And that's why it didn't make it into this little pile because I don't want to show them where I've got mine hidden.
I believe the only reason that the CBD cream is not the top selling product in LiveGood is because it lasts so long. No kidding. If you buy one bottle, the average person, now there's more than one in this household, so the average person could easily go 2 months on one bottle.
Oh,
so,
at least.
so
Sometimes longer.
That would explain why.
My chiropractor's office is now selling it over the counter to their customers because the customers love it so much. And again, low cost. Everything here, you guys, if I would have bought all of this stuff in our old company, it would have ran me over $100, close to $500 for the month. And that sometimes would have only been just for me and not enough for him because let's face it, we don't buy just one of these a month. We go through multiples. And we were literally going broke trying to keep up with our supplements and the things that we absolutely loved, wanted to have in our daily routine, but we just couldn't afford it. So some of these things would have to go by the wayside because we just couldn't afford to continue to do it all the time. With LiveGood, I place my order and by golly, I've got the multiples in it and everything. And I always do a double take. Like, what did I forget? Because the amount that I'm spending is nowhere near what I used to spend. And it's probably about a third actually. And I'm always like,
Easily.
I must have forgot to add something to the list because this can't be right. It still hasn't quite registered. That's the thing. If you want to be able to have good quality products and save money, this is for you. You need to check LiveGood out. And there's so many more products that are either not here. This is just the products that we took with us on our trip. So some products are not here that we left at home. And the other thing is there's a lot of products coming out. We're constantly releasing new products. And I'm really excited about the upcoming children's vitamin that they're going to release very soon. There's going to be something for everybody in the family.
Right. Clean Blue was not released when we took the trip, so we didn't. We like that. We didn't bring that out for this. So,
but we are really doing that as well too. We'll show you a blue tongue later. So
next time you take a vacation, guys, look to LiveGood. This is the thing that really helped us get through. And we would have bought supplements regardless. If LiveGood didn't exist, we would have spent 2 or 3 times as much buying these because other trips we've taken, we take supplements with us because we believe in them. So next time you take a trip, get a hold of LiveGood. And that's all we got to say.
He loves to play with it, folks.
My toy. Get you one. Bye-bye.
Do you need a fresh start? Are you looking for a way to earn some extra money? Or maybe even retire from a bad job? Take the free tour in the link in the details of this video and discover why so many ordinary people are having success with this radical, new home business model. Over 750,000 have joined us worldwide in the first 10 months. Over 5,000 new members reached the first rank of bronze in their very first month. Our success rate is revolutionary.